Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing The Wild 8. It's out on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. The Wild 8 is a survival game developed by Fantastic. You play as a survivor stranded in a harsh wilderness in Alaska and you must cooperate to survive. But you can play it solo, but ideally in multiplayer. So what's it like to play? Well, first you select your character and there are several to choose from, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Once you've done that, it's out into the wilderness you go, where you'll find the first few hours pretty dull. The survival experience is governed by three things: your health, your temperature and your food intake. And like most harsh survival games, these bars will drop at an alarming rate, meaning you'll be dying all the time early on. When you die, you drop your bag and all the gear that you were carrying, but thankfully you don't lose your level up status. And you do retain the tools that you had actually equipped at the time. But if you've built a camp, that usually does get destroyed. Now you have an inventory with pretty limited space, slots that you can use tools, clothing, items, weaponry. But for the most part, you'll be doing the usual dull activities in a typical game of this type. Punch a tree, hit a rock, collect a tin of food, scavenge for stuff, craft an item, get killed by a bear, get killed by a wolf, lose your bag, lose this, lose that, repeat, repeat, repeat. It's quite a mind-numbing process, but I'd say after you get to grips with it, you can get some satisfaction out of this game. The more you find, obviously, the better that you're going to get in terms of gear, in terms of leveling up your crafting stations, your shelter, things like that. Your character's skills can be improved the more you do it. It's got one of those leveling up systems. The more you do it, accumulates points. You can allocate the points to things in that category, so that's quite good. I'd say the world itself, well, it's pretty samey. Snow, trees, a few wolves, blah blah blah. Not very exciting. There's missions, there's story, if you can call it that. But generally it just feels like another survival type game. Nothing particularly special, but not that bad either. I mean, there are some annoying glitches, like for example, I found many times I would collect the resources I needed to upgrade. I would click the upgrade button, it wouldn't upgrade and my resources would be munched away. Visually, it's not too bad. It's pretty much a whiteout in terms of snow in the Alaskan wilderness, but it's clean, it's clear. You can zoom in and out if you need a bit of a closer angle. Menus are good. Sound-wise, the music I'd say is okay. Ambience is pretty solid. Good and bad stuff. What's good? It's a simple premise. It's easy to get into. The solo and multiplayer options are there. The menus, the interface are user-friendly. It's quite chilled once you get to past that initial challenge. Bad stuff, the survival elements are obtuse and mind-numbing. Resource gathering is a bore-off and it lacks any real quality story or reason just to care. But, what can you do? Okay, verdict. The Wild 8, it's a reasonably good example of the survival genre. It does the basics well. Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's long-winded. Yes, it's tiresome at times. Watching your energy deplete, eating, blah, 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 blah. God, tedious. But anyway, there's something about it. I did start to warm to it over time. Like, it didn't kill me early on and I just thought I'll abandon the review. I kept going. It's quite a big map and it's quite an adventure, but yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. It's like borderline recommendation for survival genre. It's nowhere like, it's not even in the top 30 survival games, but it's okay. Survival fans, maybe. Everyone else, maybe not. Scoring, I'd give The Wild 8, God, I'd give it a 7, borderline 7 for survival fans. If you're not a survival fan, it's probably more like a 6, but I'd say 7 for me. Okay, that's the review. Thanks for watching. This is Photography Gamer, signing off. Cheers.